Hello, hello. Welcome to the Pop Culture Playbook. I'm your host, Tatyana Arrington.
And I'm your host, Simone Umba.
Real quick before we start, how does my makeup look?
It looks fine.
Okay, I cried on the way over here.
What? Why?
I was listening to Hamilton.
Oh.
We're going to get into it, but I cannot believe it's been 10 years.
I can't believe it either.
Of Hamilton. Like, I'm getting emotional thinking about it, and I was just... On the way over here, I was just listening in my car, and it was a simpler time.
I love that you have that moment on the way here. Meanwhile, I was fighting for my life on I-75 because no one knows how to drive in this city.
Yeah, and it was thundering, pouring down, raining. At least I got that. I'm guessing you got
I got
that.
the thundering and like the slight pitter-patter of beginning rain on my side of town. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, same. But it went very nicely with the music, with the orchestra, with the melodies. So I was feeling myself until it got really bad. Then I was like, okay, let me actually chill out a bit and circle back.
Girl, how do you be driving on the way here?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you be listening to on the way here?
Usually I'm listening to some Ariana Grande or a podcast or Good Graces by Sabrina Carpenter. But today it was Hamilton.
You see, I'm the complete opposite. I'm going to listen to the audiobook I have for the week, or I'm playing a soundtrack just to get me in an upbeat mood because I got to stay awake driving through Atlanta because, again, no one knows how to drive.
Very true. How did you want to start off this week? Do we want to start negativity, positivity, film, music, TV?
What negativity do we got?
Well, there was that update about DVD and Halle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can just go quick for that one.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't see, I guess we're jumping right in here. But if you guys didn't see, there was like another update with the whole DDG Halle Bailey situation. And to keep it brief, he decided to file his own, was it restraining order?
It was a counter request claim. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Basically countering her claim of the restraining order and her request to essentially take Halo with her while she's working in Italy filming a movie. He filed this the week that she was supposed to fly out. Now, of course, the judge denied it because there was no evidence. He tried to claim that she is in an emotional state that endangers their child and tried to essentially use her postpartum depression against her.
Basically, that's basically what it was. And he released texts that were supposed to be so-called proof, but if anything, it looked like from an outsider perspective looking in that she was literally begging for help, asking for help, and was not getting any type of help from her child's father. That's what it looked like to me.
That looked like the same for me too. And it just was really sad because she's so young and she's a new parent and she's trying to figure out, and you would think your partner would be by your side, but he's in a whole nother country messing around with some girl while you're trying to take care of his baby.
He also made other claims like she withheld their son to control him, and she drove while she was not in the right mental state, and he was trying to request full custody, a travel ban, which you said got thrown out, and he submitted those text photos, and some witness statements were like from his mom. And
don't want to get me started on his mom. She's pissing me off.
I know. And he also put in there, which I thought was so stupid, the fact that he said he had to witness her kiss other people. So she's an actress. In Little Mermaid, she had to kiss her co-star, and you are claiming distress when you knew she was an actress before you met her.
Also, we can't forget that lame out song you put out during her press tour while she was pregnant. Because you're insecure about her doing her job.
Yeah. But apparently it's okay for you to do your job and to leave 3 months after your baby is born and go to Mexico with another streamer who Ruby Rose already told us about, because she already told us that girl that he went to Mexico with like has tried to steal every one of her like ex-boyfriends.
That is some baddish behavior. Like,
Yeah.
I want women to self-respect themselves more. Like, why?
Just a little bit, girls. Just I know summer's coming up, but just a little stuff respect. I mean, and then India Love was like out there twerking on him and at some party or whatever, and she's been hanging out with him recently. One, she's like 30, so okay, do what you want, girl. And then the second thing, which I always think it's so funny when you girls compare yourself to Jesus, but she was like, "Oh, you guys are hating on me. You know who else they hated? Jesus."
Clout is truly a drug.
It is. And you
It
guys
is.
also think clout is currency. And, you know, it's okay to get a job like the rest of us and clock in and it's okay. But yeah, I'm glad that the judge was able to see through that BS because that's really all it was. And the social media wars have just been on fire since that's happened, but it's been really stupid.
It really has. It really shows that, you know, in one of the rare cases, like a lot of times the system really fails women. Thankfully, the system is aiding in Halle's favor. But you have to look at it. If you're seeing someone with her status and her resources, what's happening to the average Black woman going to court over custody with the father of her children?
Exactly. I completely agree with that because somebody said, you guys you need to stop saying like this is ruining Hallie's life. This isn't going to ruin her life. She's going to bounce back. And yes, that is true. But the average woman will not bounce back
No.
as easily, as quickly. Like this could actually ruin your life. So please proceed with caution. Did you hear about Ray J?
What do you do now?
So Ray J claims that he slept with Sexy Red. And Sexy Red was like, "You're lying." And then you know who jumped into the beef as well?
Who?
Justin Jamal Bieber.
Why?
He jumped in and he was like, "Ray J, bro, why are you lying on your meat, bro? Like that's lame." So I guess like Sexy and Justin, there's a kindred friendship there.
Listen, I need you wiggas to stop. I need y'all to stop because it's at the point where y'all are trying to cosplay. Listen, we dealt with it with Justin Timberlake. We did it with Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke we didn't have a problem with until those problematic years. Justin Bieber, get a handler and go to rehab. Please, I'm tired.
I haven't heard.
Every week is something with him. I'm tired.
I haven't heard the word wigger in so long.
Listen, y'all making us bringing it back. You're pissing me off.
Woo, that was funny. So I guess Sexy will be on Journals too.
Girl, honestly, we gotta give up hope on Journals too.
I will not give up hope. Justin, if you want to redeem yourself from that, put out Journals too for the culture.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so Ray J was lying. Why he did that, I don't know. Ray J also needs to get a handler and get himself together. He's dealing with
This is why Brandy don't talk to him no more.
Oh, she doesn't?
No.
Oh. I can't even blame her because I feel like she's tried. Like, I feel like she's really tried.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, a man, it could be your brother, it could be your boyfriend. Like, they gonna make, but you know who a good man is and a good couple is right now.
I already know what you're gonna get into. I already know.
Did you see the video of them kissing?
Yes.
I was like,
I saw that hand placement.
Oh.
The romance girlies, we saw that hand placement. We know what that means.
Oh my God. Yes.
I love it here.
It's nice. It's real nice. So if you guys don't know, Teyana Taylor, Aaron Pierre, she threw him a surprise birthday party. He walked in so surprised. He probably knew, but act surprise, gave a little kiss. She'd been putting up all these like IG posts of them looking all romantic. And I'm just like, this is great. This is
I love
beautiful.
this for her. You know what's crazy? One of my mutuals was actually at the restaurant that night.
Oh, I thought she was going to say invited to the dinner. I was
no, if they were, they probably wouldn't tell me. But she was at the restaurant with her mom. Their table was like a little bit away from them. And Teyana had walked past them.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, dude, she looks fucking gorgeous.
Oh, I believe it.
And then her mom was like, oh, maybe she'll say hi. And then she's like, no. First of all, Teyana Taylor, I would be nervous to look at her in the eye. Secondly, that's a whole birthday dinner going on.
Yeah.
We ain't disturbing that piece.
But that was really nice, the mom, though. Like, but I I would have been like, I don't want any photos. I just want to say hi. Like I would have popped over to say, hey.
Nah, that's a private event. That's a private event. Respect the privacy.
The mom invited them.
What do you mean the mom invited them?
Wait, didn't you just say the mom said they could come over and take a
No,
picture?
I said the mom said maybe we should go say hi or take a picture. She's like, no.
Teyana said no?
No. My mutual said no to her mom.
That's
to
what
go
I'm saying.
Over.
The mom invited them. So it would have
No,
been.
the mom didn't invite them. They were at a whole separate dinner.
No, not invite them to the dinner. Invite them to take a picture.
No. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
No,
You're
I said
saying
my
the-
mutual and her mom were at the same restaurant.
I thought you were saying Teyana's mom
No.
was saying, oh, come, you can come over there and take a picture with her. And they said, no, we don't want to disturb the party. That's
You need to start drinking coffee. You sound tired.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I heard a fantasy in my mind. I don't know.
Lord Jesus.
But, shout out to Teyana. She's got a good man. Wonder when my turn's going to be.
I can't wait for that album. I
Yeah.
saw the first music video. I said, girl, you better let him be your knight in shining armor.
Yeah. But also, when's it my turn?
Girl, it'll happen.
What? You believe that?
Give it time. Give it time. Have patience.
That's actually one of my Achilles heel. I have no patience for anything.
See, that's what happened. See, this is why. Never mind.
Oh.
It wasn't trying to be shady, y'all. I just hate it when people don't have patience.
Oh. I mean, I'm not impatient in a rude way. It's just I just get impatient. I don't know. I'm just like, which means I belong in New York, honestly.
I was about to say, you got New York money?
Not yet.
Y'all, she's been trying to convince me to move to New York for like almost a year now.
And it's gonna
In
happen.
this economy,
It's gonna happen soon. When the podcast blows up and we're superstar status.
mind you, she hasn't even asked me where I want to live in New York. That's a whole like cross country commitment.
Okay, well, we can go look at apartments one day and we'll figure out where you want to live in New York. I didn't say we had to live together. I didn't say we had to live in the same borough.
So you're convincing me to move to New York. We're not even going to live together. Okay.
No, I'm saying we could, but it's giving you didn't want to. So like,
okay, let's go to the next topic. Lord, this is turning into Tati talk. Let's go to the next topic.
She's right. Let's move on. Did you listen to Addison Rae's album?
No, I didn't even know the album came out.
What is going on today?
I didn't even know the album came out. I thought she had a single.
No, Addison released her debut album Mood Board on June 6th. And she actually, I want to say it was around like 13 million streams opening.
You sure that ain't payola?
I don't know what it is, but I tried to give it a chance. So I did listen to it and it wasn't for me.
I'm not surprised. It's giving industry plant.
Yeah, it wasn't for me
Like,
at all.
The way she's being forced on us, I'm not trying to shout shady. The way she's being forced on us is just a lot. Like Ed Sheeran posting about her album. You got people getting paid to crowd around her car in like New York. It's like, bro, this is excessive.
Yeah. And we know she does pap walks too, like planned pap walks that are trying to be very reminiscent of Britney. And I feel like this whole thing is trying to be.
I need for you new girls to be original, please. Like, y'all, I have no problem with y'all paying tribute to artists. I have no problem. When you're doing it repeatedly and not coming up with your own stuff, that's where it's a problem. That's why nobody's sticking with y'all. That's why we go back to like the OGs that are still putting out stuff.
Yeah, the girls love a reference. But the thing is, to your point, the references are never original or they never put their own spin on it. Like I actually saw somebody did a campaign for fashion, but it was supposed to be, they took the inspo from the movie 13. And it was just so uninspired to me and so boring. And I was just like, first of all, you girls are 30. Like, why are you cosplaying a movie about 13-year-olds? Like, yeah, more originality would be nice. Would be nice. But did you see Sabrina's Manchild video?
I saw parts of it.
That video is so good. Like, I loved the video. She had like 37 different wardrobe changes. There's this 19-second montage, which is incredible. It's such a good video. Like, you should watch it and let me know what you think.
Okay.
And then other news and music. Did you watch Amerie's Tiny Desk?
I saw some of the clips and I saw the one thing clip.
Oh, I'm trying to let go.
Girl.
Trying to keep my eyes closed.
Okay, can you stop so we don't get copyrighted, please?
I feel like you say this every time I start singing.
Listen, we ain't got the money to pay copyright to these labels, please.
Didn't I sound so good though? Like, we got Amerie at home. What did you think?
So when I first saw the clip, I thought that they did not properly tune her mic because the band was louder than her. The background singers were out singing her. I don't know how many rehearsals were done beforehand, but the version that we got in Tiny Desk was not the version that I heard repeatedly when the song came out in 06, 07?
I can't remember, but I'm sure it was around that time.
Yeah, and it also didn't help that she was at the BET Experience performing this weekend too. She relied heavy on the lip syncing. Well, more so the backing track and a lot of dancing, which I don't mind background dancers and adding dancing, but it's like, babe, you were hired to sing. You should be singing.
I mean, a lot of the girls back in the day, lip synced and danced, and that wasn't my issue. I was just like this.
Yeah, but the girls that would lip sync, those were the dancers. Like, they let the backing track be a supporting character, not the main character.
I mean, she's never been a vocalist, so.
Listen, it's having a lot of, millennials talking about, listen, Amerie, colorism was basically a factor. But again, that's a whole other conversation with the millennials.
Whoa. Like that's the reason for her career?
I'm saying that was a playing factor when it comes to her and just her placement in the industry. Because if you look back at all the R&B girls we got in the 2000s, there's a reason why some stood out, some popped off. And that's no shade to Amerie. I'm not trying to discredit her as an artist. But when you are having this resurgence as an artist and you cannot display the talent that you were advertised to have back in the day that cemented your legacy, that brings up the conversation of what was really the push.
And that's why I think what if she never had it? Like, what if it was always just the CD and that's that? And the girls relied on the CDs in the studio. And I feel like that was that time period very much.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't know what article this was. I think it was about when Beyonce, before she debuted, I don't know if it was her, it was Amerie or Ashanti, basically saying oh, Beyonce, can't hold a candle to so-and-so person. I can't remember if it was Ashanti or Amerie. It was one of the two. And that conversation is being brought up back a lot when talking about her performance. And so I'm like, wow. It's crazy because the colorism conversation is still very present, especially of the current girls. Ice Spice. But with the 2000s, looking back at it, we can obviously tell that there was a lot of colorism issues, especially when it came to the R&B girls that got put front and center. For me, just from my memory, because my aunt raised me listening to R&B, the trifecta really was Brandy, Monica, Aaliyah. And then when Aaliyah passed, there were so many labels trying to fill in that third spot. And that's why we have so many not one-offs, but so many different R&B artists that kind of had that peak shelf life in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, late 2000s even. maybe had like a resurgence with like an EP when they went independent, and now they're having a resurgence again because TikTok is making their song go viral. So really, it's bringing up that conversation a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's resurging conversations that were had 20 years ago when the internet was not as big as it was.
Got it. That makes sense. That makes sense. I hear it. Yeah, I mean, it definitely, at the end of the day, it was not the best. And yeah, I would have been like, can y'all cut this out, please? Like, please. Like,
they should have had to refilm that.
Yeah, absolutely. And even like when you look at the backup players, and when you look at just everybody's like, what's going on here? I sound just like her. Drake and Party Next Door are going on tour in Europe. They put out no American dates, and I'm really sad about that.
I'm not sad.
I know you're not.
I'm not sad. I have more tours to worry about. I'm seeing Beyonce in July, y'all. I still don't have an outfit.
Me too. I'm seeing Beyonce in July as well, and I also don't have my outfit yet. But I have an idea of what I want. So it's coming. But yeah, I was like, dang, Drake, not one American date? No New York?
Didn't he tour last year?
I think that was 2 years ago. Because I went.
Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking of Future and Metro's tour. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. I think that was like I don't know. But
no, that was last year. Their tour was last year.
No, I meant Drake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I went, but just one American date, please. Please. That's all I ask. Okay. Should we take it to film and TV now? Because.
Hang on, let me see. I got a lot of film and TV on my list. Oh,
me too.
Before we came in, the news came out. Sly Stone, the founder and lead of Sly and the Family Stone, passed away at 82 today.
Rest in peace.
And I think, Tom Hiddleston and Zyway Ashton from the Marvel family is expecting their second child, and they confirmed they got married. We love a secret wedding.
I love a secret wedding. Like, who are you to know? That's what I hope Tom and Zendaya do.
Let me have my privacy.
Absolutely.
I love that.
I hope we never find out about their wedding. So until like, it's like, oh, they want to release the pictures like 5 years later. Like, we've still never really seen Beyonce and Jay-Z's wedding photos. So love a secret wedding. I'm here for it.
So Miley Cyrus had the premiere of her film album thingy. She had the premiere at Tribeca, and there was a heckler, I think 2 hecklers, basically saying, we thought this was a concert, we paid $800, what is this? And I'm just like, y'all, first of all, you are seeing Miley present this film at Tribeca Film Festival. This is a film festival, not a concert.
Yeah. I don't know why they thought it was a concert.
I don't know why either. Like, she already had like this surprise, like secret listening party with like select fans. One of my friends, he was able to go and he posted a bunch of videos. I don't know why y'all thought this was a concert. This is Tribeca Film Festival. Google is free.
I mean, it's in the name.
Also, you paid $800 to go see this. First of all, that is literally equivalent to rent money. So I don't know why y'all do this. And I'm not saying like, oh, you should be doing this. Listen, I'm going to see Beyonce 3 times this year. I'm not telling a fan how to use their money. However, to heckle at somebody at an event that is for a project that they spent years like crafting, something is so personal, is not only disrespectful to the artist, but disrespectful to the event at large, and shows that you do not see them as human. You don't see their work as the human experience and their self-expression. You really just see them as a commodity.
Yeah. But Miley looked damn good.
She looked great.
She looked incredible. And I was just like, what an unfortunate thing for you to do. Like, you guys call yourselves fans and then you act like this. Like, so dumb. Yeah. Did you hear about Ma too?
Oh, yeah. I heard about it.
I'm so excited for that. Ma is like, I love that Octavia Spencer has an Oscar, but she was like, I wanted to do Ma. Like, this is a movie I wanted to do. And the movie's so funny and it's taken on a life of its own. Like, I love that scene in the movie where she's like, y'all gonna make me drink alone? I love that scene. So very excited for Ma 2. I will be seated probably in the theater. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm gonna give Octavia some money for that. Did you watch Straw this weekend?
No, but I've heard many things about it.
Yeah, I did not watch Straw this weekend either, but I heard it's basically Tyler Perry's spin on Dog Day Afternoon.
I've heard basically his spin on John Q.
Yeah.
Basically that, yeah.
So if you've seen Dog Day Afternoon, you've seen John Q, then you've basically
I'm
seen
actually
Straw.
hearing more people defend Tyler Perry this time around because it addresses, Black women's mental health. And I know we have like our critiques on like Tyler Perry and how he portrays Black women, but the amount of people that actually watch the movie and actually points out the real conversations and actually like, hey, this is not, dogging Black women. It's showing the reality for some Black women. And I actually agree with it. This actually makes me want to go watch the film when I get home. I just feel like if Tyler's not your cup of tea, it's fine. He has his own audience. And we can talk about him, not having a full writer's room and not like wanting to see like growth in his work. But I think people have to accept the fact that this is the reality for some people. Not everybody, but this is a reality for some. And it's being portrayed in a way that people can consume it. And again, if it's not your cup of tea, but ain't your cup of tea, cool, awesome. But, and also people cite the fact that Tyler Perry does provide jobs for a lot of people. Taraji and Sherry Shepherd has said, like, Tyler's the reason why they get raises when it comes to their rate as actresses. And these are people that have been working in this game for over 20 years.
Yeah, Tyler pays really well. My friend worked on one of his shows and they finished like 4 hours early because it's Tyler Perry, and he still paid everybody for the whole day and he doubled it. So like,
oh wow,
yeah, he does pay people, which I think is really great. But yeah, once you see Straw, come back and report.
Alrighty.
Zelda live action is officially delayed till May 2027. And I think it's because they're still trying to figure out like how they're going to play it. Because I feel like all of us want Hunter Schafer. Like, I feel like it's so obvious, but I feel like they're still dealing with some.
Is Zelda based off the video game or anime?
I think so. Yeah, the video game.
Yeah. When it comes to video game adaptations, it's very tricky because of the special effects of it all and like the VFX of everything, and trying to stay true to the pre-existing work, but also have that basically assembled. Who's producing this? Is this a streamer?
Oh, I don't know. I would have to look that up.
Okay. Also on adaptation news, Prime Video had an adaptation sweep last week on the book talk front. Elsie Silver's Wild series is getting adapted into a TV show over at Prime Video. You also have the book Powerless. I gotta find out which book, the name of the author, because I be forgetting all the time. Also, y'all, when it's book talk, like she kind of like zones out a little bit because I'm mainly on book talk.
I'm listening. I'm engaging.
Oh yeah, Powerless by Lauren Roberts is getting adapted into a TV show. On top of that, you also have one more. They were like 3 announcements that they had. Basically, they're filling in their YA and romantasy basically lineup of adaptations. Now, them doing this while the Black adaptations they picked up are either shelved or collecting dust has a lot of people talking. I talked about it a little bit on Freds on like the adaptation front, but really a lot of studios want to pick up these titles just to have them before the other ones do. And that's what I'm noticing a lot, because I was writing like a Substack, I've been drafting it. And it's just like, okay, some of these people have had these titles for years and we have not seen any movement.
I mean, that's not unusual on any front. I feel like with movies, like they'll snatch something up just so the other person can't have it and have it just sit on the shelf, which sucks. So I don't think that should be happening, but it's not uncommon for that to happen. But I think they should release it, especially if there's a fan base and audience for it who's ready.
Absolutely. It's kind of crazy because when I was at Black Women's Book Fest, Kennedy Ryan had answered an audience member question about like the Skyland series adaptation. And she was open and honest about the adaptation process and her being executive producer, what she has say on versus what she doesn't have a say on. It has Malcolm D. Lee, Deborah Martin Chase, and John Legend as a producing team. So this is a black ass production. But also at the same time, adapting a black project in a post-strike era in the world of streaming, and LA still recovering from COVID shutdown, still recovering from the strikes, still recovering from the fires. It's a lot. A lot of stuff got backed up, y'all.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people were not working for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of projects were put on hold. A lot of projects were delayed. A lot of projects probably did not see the light of day. So when you're having that, you're basically going about it to make sure that it gets that season 2 renewal. Of course, you're going to stay authentic to the book, but you're going to make decisions to make sure that the show gets a season 2 and a season 3. And ironically, in the next panel, there's a bunch of different offers, including Tia Williams that has The Perfect Find on Netflix. She basically told the audience, like exclusively, that the 7 Days in June adaptation at Prime Video was axed.
Oh, dang.
That was the first time she was saying it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically there was like a new like exec coming in at Prime Video, and basically they slashed the project.
Yeah. Hopefully somebody else could pick it up though.
I hope Netflix picks it up. Like at least have her catalog in house.
Yeah, that would be nice. That'd be real nice. Dang. That sucks. But I mean, that's the film world, y'all, unfortunately. I watched a new show, which is new for me because I don't watch new shows. I watch the same shows over and over. I watched a show on Apple TV called Your Friends and Neighbors.
Oh, girl, I watched that like months ago.
Yeah, I'm behind on everything, but it was great. I love shows about rich people. So it's always like stepping into another world. But I really enjoyed it.
And I love shows about messy, rich white people. And this was one of them.
Yeah, it was. So if you like shows about rich people, you should definitely check it out. Also, the acting's really good. The story's good. And it doesn't have one of those bad endings. Sometimes you find a TV show and it's like, damn, the ending sucks. But I actually really liked the ending for this. And I thought it was funny, but still kept the essence of the show. So you guys have probably all already seen it. Mm-hmm. But if you haven't, like me, check out Your Friends and Neighbors on Apple TV. Now, switching over to reality TV, I'm not watching Love Island, but because of you guys, I've been able to keep up with everything. So it feels like I'm watching. But have you been watching Love Island?
I have been watching.
Okay, cool. So the vibe right now to me is that you guys wanted Huda
Yeah.
to be like Leah, but she's not really giving Leah.
Well, the audience didn't want her to be like Leah. Producers wanted her to be like Leah.
I see. Okay. Because I was seeing a lot of talk before they were even on our screens, and everybody was like, oh, she's about to be the Leah of the season. Oh. And then it's like...
So here's the thing, and one of my friends talked about this, and she has worked in reality TV. They want to recreate the magic that was season 6.
I'm sure.
Especially when it comes to like PPG, having another Serena and Cordell. And it's like, you can't outdo the doer.
Bingo.
Like you can't set expectations for the audience this high because it's going to just fall flat so quickly.
Yeah. And it already feels like it's giving that because I saw a scene of Huda and Jeremiah in the shower.
Yeah.
And I was like, mama, that's a little bit too fast now. Like, girl, what?
Like, girl,
what are we on day 5?
Can we tell these men that you have a kid before we proceed with this, please?
Clock it. And everybody, I don't know. Everybody was like, girl, run his reaction. He's 24.
Yeah.
And you want him to play stepfather? I know we all like to be Delulu, but I think we should bring ourselves down.
We gotta be realistic.
We need to bring ourselves down to the real world.
Really be realistic. His frontal lobe's not even developed.
And you wanted him to be like, okay, I'm the father that stepped up. Like, no, come on. Even if I heard that, I'd be like,
Also, y'all need to stop making Olandria the mean girl. I will not have y'all villainize a dark-skinned black woman for being vocal and speaking about herself. Y'all try to do it with Serena last season. I'm not letting you do it with this season. Neither with Olandria or Shelly. We're not having it.
Yeah, and I saw she had to apologize, and I was like, apologize for what? Like for speaking her voice or speaking her mind? Like, but I mean, unfortunately, it was good that she apologized because you guys were going to attack her and make her out to be the bully and all these things. So whatever. And then I saw also that, whatchamacallit, Selly, she was like Love Island, maybe season 4. I actually watched Selly's season. That's why I don't watch Love Island anymore. But Selly had a joke. She was on like Love Island After Sun, and her and the host like made a joke about Leah. And now Leah's fans have been sending like death threats.
What was the joke?
So the joke was, it was something like PP, where's, but no G. And then they were like, no G. But it was actually a sex joke. So it was less about Leah, but also PPG is obviously like their friend group. So people took it as like, oh, like Selly was shading Leah. And you guys got to kind of understand sometimes, like when you're on TV and you're a host and all of that stuff, like that stuff is pre-written for her. Like there's no way that Selly came up with that joke and was like, okay, now maybe she could have fought back and said, oh, I don't want to say this, but that there's no way that she wanted to say that, or she wrote that down and was like, oh, this is gonna be good, I'm gonna get at Leah. Like, come on now, like, please.
I need for writers and producers to stop essentially baiting in order to get some views. Y'all are seriously annoying, and it's not just with reality TV, it's with every kind of TV, and it's like, y'all,
but it works.
Like, let the work, yes, it does work, but like it works for the moment, not long term.
I agree. But if they're able to get clicks and views off of that one little thing, rage baiting you guys, then they're going to continue doing it.
Okay, but are the death threats worth it?
No, that's what I don't think it is. But I'm saying, I don't even think Selly knew in that moment that she was going to get like that type of hatred. And,
like, honestly, that's why a lot of people got to be cognizant when it comes to just hosting in general. Because you have the right to push back on shit. Mm-hmm. Like, regardless of what position you are, how long you've been in it, like, be aware of what you're saying on any platform in general. Because that's a reflection on you. You can say, oh, well, they made me say it. Nah, you said it out your mouth. They may have written it, but you decided to say it.
Yeah.
And now it's online everywhere forever.
Yeah. And maybe she didn't even know, like, the repercussions of what she said, or how maybe she thought it was funny, who knows, but like sending her death threats over it, you guys have got to chill out. Like it's never that deep. Like Leah didn't think it was that deep, so like it's fine.
Y'all gotta like detach from parasocial relationships, please.
Just a little bit, y'all. Just a little bit. Paige DeSorbo actually exited Summer House. That was her last season, and I feel like she definitely went on a high note, but if anybody who watches Summer House, she was lying. There was this rumor going around that Craig got kicked out of 2 other castmates' wedding. And for years, Paige was like, that's not true. Craig was like, that's not true. And they were just like both, and the rest of the cast like basically covered up the lie for them, except one person, Lindsay, was like, no, this happened. And Paige was like, no, it didn't happen. You're a liar. You don't tell the truth. Only for now at the reunion, Paige to be like, yeah, Craig did get kicked out of Kyle and Amanda's wedding. And it's just like,
yeah, I've been seeing people call her out on like decentering men and owning your power as women, but also you've been covering up this man for how long?
Yeah, and I like Paige, I really do, but that was definitely something where I was like, you were at the reunion, like yelling in Lindsay's face, calling her a liar, calling all these things to her and Carl, only for you to actually be the one that wasn't being truthful, and the whole cast knew you were lying and just backed you up about it. And that's how you exited the show, and now you're going to, go off and do your own thing. You got a fashion line coming out. And
yeah, you got to self-evaluate your hypocrisy sometimes. You really do. I don't watch Summer House. Y'all already know I don't watch the show. However, I am a reality TV girl. Her leaving most likely was predictable, especially with all that she has going on off the show.
Absolutely.
And she did reality TV right, which very few do.
Absolutely.
You outgrow the show before the show outgrows you.
1,000%.
And that's something that a lot of housewives don't know about, only a few. But her leaving was expected. I mean, she has her podcast. Her and Hannah came out with a book. She's hosting, like she has a fashion line coming out.
Yeah.
And she's going to be all over the place, so she can't stick to one place for an entire summer.
She's almost like bigger than the show at this point. They were on Jimmy Fallon. They were on Amy Poehler's podcast. They, like you said, they have a New York Times bestselling book. Like she doesn't need the show anymore to keep the checks coming. So she definitely, to your point, did reality TV right. Like I only started watching Summer House when she came on the show, and she was definitely one of my favorites, and a lot of others. So I know she'll be missed, but it's gonna be interesting to see what they do this summer for sure.
What?
Elon Musk and Trump.
Do we have to talk about them?
I mean, we don't have to talk about it, but it's funny that they're fighting right now.
I mean, yeah, none of us are surprised at it. We knew this was gonna happen. It's just happening sooner than we thought.
Yeah, I knew. It's so funny. Like, one, they're fighting during Pride Month. Two, the fact that Elon is just, I love seeing all the videos, and it's like, this is the nastiest skink bitch I've ever met. Because that's like literally what he's giving. Like, yes, we already knew that you stole the election. Yes, we already knew that you were doing all these things for Trump. Like, duh. And he was like, he's so ungrateful. I'm like, hello, girl. Where have you been? Where you been? Because we've been here. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. And should we take it to sports really quick for a brief moment? Because Coco won the French Open.
Oh yeah.
Go girl. You did that. So proud of you. And obviously, I mean, you don't need us to tell this, but forget what the haters have to say.
Making Black girl history. I love it.
Like, that girl sounded so stupid in that interview. Like, girl,
so bitter.
Like, you are a sore loser.
And like, well, I wasn't playing at my best, so of course she won. Bro.
So you lost. You
babe. Literally lost. That reminds me of when Serena was playing like Maria Sharapova. Bro.
They wanted that to be a rivalry so bad.
They wanted it.
And she consistently wiped the floor with her. Like, please. Okay. Now we can talk about the Tonys for just a moment. Well, actually, I guess we can start off with like everybody's favorite Pussycat Doll and Trumpy one.
Justice for Audra McDonald.
Like, what was that?
Like, that ruined my whole night. That really ruined my whole night. I was on a high from watching Hamilton. Paul Tazewell won a Tony, and this is after he won the Oscar this year for Best Costume Design for Wicked. Mind you, I have to find which actress this was, because she had won.
A lot of people won.
I know, y'all. I'm so sorry. I should have this prepared.
I know Sarah Snook won.
Shout out to Sarah Snook. She did great.
Shout out to her. Yeah, it was Cynthia. Oh my God, Cynthia was the host.
Cynthia did a phenomenal job.
She was incredible. Like, first of all, if I had her voice, I would never shut up. My friend actually texted me that earlier, and I was like, I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, I would never shut up if I had that voice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Cara Young won Best Performance by an Actress in a Featured Role in a Play. She is the first Black woman to win this category back-to-back both years. You also have the Project Purpose win Best Play at the Tonys. This is a majority Black-led project. We love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, of course, we had the Hamilton reunion.
Oh,
that was everything.
That was everything.
You know, it's really funny. People were noticing that Anthony Ramos was cut out of like frame in the performance.
He slid in at the end. I kind of live for it though. It's like, oh, the whole cast knows that you cheated on Jasmine.
I'm still not over that. A
lot of us aren't over that. So we all know about it, and they know about it too. And it's like, y'all were a family, a unit. How could you?
It's so messy. If you're not like into musicals, or you're just not into like drama in general, like Jasmine Cephas Jones and Anthony Ramos, they met during the original production of Hamilton. They got engaged, I think, in Paris.
And he was infatuated with her.
He loved her. She was in his music videos, guys.
The moment he saw her, he was like, he literally went to Lynn and was like, who's that? Like, who is that? Like, And
Like, they got engaged and everyone was looking forward to the wedding. I think the last time we saw them was at like the premiere of like In the Heights, and he was the lead in it. And she looked so gorgeous. I was like, oh, I love this. And then what's crazy was that people found out about the breakup through someone who recreates like
yep.
kind of like sentient gossip stories. People found out that basically he cheated.
Yep. And they said who it was allegedly with too, but you
know. I just remembered.
I remember too, but I wasn't gonna be messy and say it.
Let's not. She's married now. She's married now.
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it.
All right, moving on. Stop it.
I didn't say anything. But only the few will get it. But the Hamilton reunion was everything to me. Like, y'all, I was a theater kid.
The way I have Angelica stuck in my head since last night. Shout out to the guy.
No words. No words. Like, Lin-Manuel Miranda, you will always be famous. Like, God bless you, man. Like, you changed lives.
You really did. You really did. As we're recording this, the BET Awards is about to start.
I know.
Did you remember what was happening today?
I did. I've been posting about it all day today.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Y'all, I did not know what's happening this weekend. Like, I meant to do like a pre-cap video. Like, you know how like people do recaps? I was going to do a pre-cap because a lot of people didn't know about it. I didn't have the time because basically my body was recovering from being overstimulated from like the weekend before. And the only reason I knew it was happening because my friends are covering press. So they're posting for the entire weekend. I was like, oh yeah, it is happening. Why did they move the show up to the top of June?
No clue.
Like, BET Awards tradition is always at the end of June.
Always. And a Monday night?
On a Monday? On a work day?
Why?
Okay, so if y'all ask us why we didn't talk about the BET Awards on here, just know that
that's why
it was on our recording day.
That is why. But we'll definitely be back to talk about it next week. But yeah, no, I did some pre-cap videos to your point. Like, I was talking about best moments from previous shows, best fashion. I didn't really hear about any, like, who was performing tonight or who was going to be there or anything. So I don't know what's going on.
I know that Mariah Carey, Jamie Foxx, Kirk Franklin, and Snoop Dogg are supposed to be honored.
Snoop Dogg. Oh my God. Jonathan Davis.
Oh yeah. I had that on my list.
Oh my God. He just got cast as Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, that was an unexpected news today.
That was very unexpected, but that is great casting.
Listen, that post Outer Banks lane is just being set up so nice. Shout out to the team.
Nicely. Because I always thought like he should have had, you know, like the same level of status as like Madeline or Drew. Like,
yeah, and you know why.
I know.
But at least he's getting opportunities now before the show's over.
Exactly. Jonathan, shout out to you. You're great. But no, you said Snoop Dogg and I was like, oh my God, I remember this. But yeah, I can't. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with the BET Awards. I know they're doing like a 106 & Park tribute or something.
Yeah. I saw a video of like Drewski and like Free during like a BET Experience segment. So I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, to the people saying like BET, like 106 & Park fell off when Terrence and Roxy were hosting. First of all, y'all weren't around. Second of all, it fell off when they left.
Yeah. If we want to be real,
if we're going to be really honest, it fell off when they left and they tried to throw in 5 different hosts to host the show.
Yeah, completely agree. Because I was still watching when Terrence and Roxy were on there.
Yeah.
I was on 106 & Park.
Like, what do you mean you're on 106 & Park? Did you go to the studio?
No, my dance team was on the Wednesday.
Oh,
when like,
I thought it was one of those like TRL scenarios where you like snuck into the city and skipped school.
No.
I've heard so many stories of people talking about skipping school to go to like Manhattan and go to like the building for TRL and be in the audience.
TRL had this show that there was this TRL like show that came out after TRL ended, and I remember I went to that show too, but I sat in the audience. But no. I forgot what it was called on was it Wednesdays when people would they would have dance teams come. Like my dance team performed on 106 in Park twice, and we raised money.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, came back to school, was famous for just a little bit, just a little bit. Memories.
All right. So, Wicked for Good trailer.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it.
What do you mean didn't watch it?
I like to avoid trailers.
Oh, God.
But I should have. And you know what? I was gonna watch it, and then I didn't. So
Girl, that was the biggest topic of the week. It's one of the most anticipated movies of the year.
I know, but I'm already seated, and I don't like to watch trailers because I don't like to know anything about a film. I just love to go in and just see what's gonna happen. And the only time that hasn't worked out is when I saw It Ends With Us. I didn't know what that movie was about.
That was mismarketing. That's a different scenario.
Yeah, so I'm literally in the theater like Team Ryle, and then it
You
wasn't.
see, this is why you need to talk to me ahead of time, because I could have told you that this was mismarketed. And speaking of that, the judge dismissed Justin Baldoni's lawsuit against Blake Lively in the New York Times.
Really?
Yeah, they dismissed the $400 million lawsuit against her, and then they dismissed the $250 million lawsuit against New York Times.
Wow. Well, I thought that was silly.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah. It's not surprising. It was just like random to get the news on a Monday. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, not a shock.
Right. No, not a shock at all. I have a random question for you. Because somebody slid into my DMs and wanted to know, who is a reality TV star that you would hang out with?
There's very few I can stand, honestly. I really gotta think. I would say probably Wendy from Potomac.
Okay. I interviewed her. She's really nice.
Oh, you did?
I have. Yeah. She's nice.
Yeah, I feel like we had a really good time.
I could
Also,
see
I
that.
love her fashion. She's like gorgeous.
She's always dripped out. I could see that. That's a good one. I think I would choose. Okay, I'm gonna go out there a bit. I think I would choose Kristen Cavallari.
Oh.
Yes, I was a big Laguna Beach girl. I also watched The Hills. I know The Hills was fake. I don't care. Some of the best reality television ever. So I think I would hang out with her for the day, get her to call Steven. We both stay Steven on the phone together. She could take me around Laguna. And
yeah, I wasn't watching The Hills, y'all. I was watching Jersey Shore as a kid.
that's so funny because I've never seen Jersey Shore.
You never seen Jersey Shore?
I don't know why I didn't watch it because everybody around me was watching it. I know.
Cabs are here.
I know. There's so much. And now it just feels like it's too late.
Yeah.
Like I missed the wave. But we can make a pact. If you watch The Hills, I'll watch Jersey Shore.
How many seasons is it?
I don't know. Maybe like 7 or 8? Maybe.
Bro, I gotta catch up with so much TV.
But we can start slow, and this doesn't have to start tomorrow. Think about it. Let me know next week.
You're making me watch white people on TV for like X amount of hours.
But it's so good.
You know we both have different TV tastes.
How do you know? What are some of your favorite shows?
I can't name off the top of my head now.
Okay, name one show.
Okay, one show.
Reality or not?
I say Potomac and Atlanta. Those are like my go-tos.
Okay,
on the reality front.
Okay.
Love is Blind.
Okay.
Scripted. It's hard to name because like half of them are canceled. But Grey's whenever I'm in the mood to watch it.
Okay.
CWI's One Tree Hill.
Okay, I watched season 1 of One Tree Hill.
The OC. Season 1?
Okay.
There are 9 seasons.
I don't know why, but I watched season 1 of One Tree Hill. And then when season 2 started, Peyton straightened her hair. And I was like, what is this?
Season 3?
No.
She straightened her hair season 3.
whatever season she straightened her hair, that's when I stopped watching because I was like, why did she straighten her hair?
Season 1 was just getting started.
I love the premise though. I love the premise.
Oh my God.
And Chad Michael Murray is so cute. So I've dabbled in One Tree Hill. Okay.
Throwback ones, Moesha, the Parkers, half and half.
I watched Moesha. I watched the Parkers. Wait, so who was your guy on Moesha? Like if you wanted her to end up with anybody. Are you a Q girl?
So back in the day, it was Q.
Ah.
I was a child, y'all. I shouldn't even think
No,
of this.
some girls pick Q today.
Yeah, but now that I'm older, I would say Hakeem. Like definitely Hakeem. The friends to lovers plot, I love that.
Oh, see, Akeem is always gonna be at the bottom of the list for me.
What you mean at the bottom of the list?
Like I would pick Hakeem last. Like my first was Jeremy.
Is it just because it was Usher?
No, I just thought Jeremy was so sweet.
It was because it was Usher.
No, I thought Jeremy.
Because it was Usher.
I thought Jeremy was so sweet, and then I liked Ohaji.
Oh, Ohaji.
And then they'd probably be Q and then Hakeem.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Alrighty. You got anything else?
One of them days is getting a sequel.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We love it.
Come on, Black female-led sequels.
We love it. And that movie was so good.
Oh, it was a fun time.
Like, and we already knew Kiki was going to be good, but SZA you were really good in that film, girl. Like, you did your thing.
Tens.
Yes.
I
was excited to see that.
On a TV front, All American was new for an 8th and final season by CW.
Yay.
Many of us were not shocked. At least they have the chance to close out the story on their terms.
Absolutely. Let's wrap it up.
What do you mean, let's wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up. Like what I said. Like, I don't know when I fell off, but I fell off.
Yeah, a lot of people fell off after a certain point. It's hard to...
I fell off when, what's her name got shot?
Oh, you mean when Coop got shot?
When Coop got shot, that's when I fell off. Did she survive?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's hard because when you have YA TV shows and you try to continue it after high school, and then you get to that point where like the main characters leave the show, you try to bring in new people to fill that in, you try to put the supporting characters in the front as lead, which is no shade to the cast, but we know how this plays out.
Yeah.
And people were waiting for that, final season call.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And a lot of us knew when Homecoming got canceled that All American was on its way out, especially with the CW essentially becoming the Christian network.
Yeah, it's light skinned sister, All American. All right. Yeah.
You got anything else on the docket?
I don't. I am wrapped. We're gonna go home now and watch the BET Awards, and we'll be back with more fun recap next week. But please follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at the Pop Culture Playbook. Please also leave us a review if you like us. Please leave a comment. We see those too on Spotify. Those always really help. Please feel free to like, comment, and share. Anything is appreciated. We love you guys so much. We're actually going viral right now, which is exciting for our PBS Kids talk that we had.
Let her have a moment, guys.
I'm selling the show. What are you talking about?
Having a moment. Listen, I think it's because I'm so used to working on the app.
Guys, we're beefing today.
What do you mean we're beefing today?
Guys, let's hold hands while we wrap the show. Take my hand, take a breath, pull me close. Guys, she's already told me to stop singing, but so we don't get a copyright
in this episode. I swear to God.
It's like you're manifesting it. It's not going to happen.
I'm not manifesting it. I just don't got the time for a copyright strike.
It's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. I don't sound anything like the tapes, like the albums.
We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
You should have took my hand, bro.
Can I even reach? I can't even reach.
It's wonderful, ladies.
Thank you.
By the way, you sound exactly like her. And the copyrights are going to come big time.
Thank you.
Dun, dun.